It's a Manchu. Welcome back to Minecraft Bedrock vs. Java, where I play through both versions of the game and compare the two. I am here in the Bedrock Edition Skyblock world, and I've made some progress. I've been spending a few hours in both the Java Edition Skyblock and Bedrock Edition Skyblock grinding away for materials, and it's probably best to give you an idea of what I went through in the Java Edition world time-lapse. So my bad luck with saplings, as you might have noticed, continued. In Java Edition, I was unable to get saplings from that spruce tree, so I couldn't get any spruce wood. I had to resort to going to the island where the jungle biome was, and there was a jungle tree, and get saplings from that. So I could have a giant tree that could produce lots of wood for me. I need a lot of wood for crafting materials, for building materials, and to smelt into charcoal. I would have preferred spruce because I like it better as a building material, but it is what it is. I couldn't get any spruce saplings. I'm going to have to rely on the Wandering Trader, I hope, if I ever see one in the Java Edition world, to buy spruce saplings from someday when I find a Wandering Trader and I have emeralds. That's going to be a ways off. Anyway, I'm in the Bedrock Edition world now, and I think it's time for me to work on making a mob grinder. And I'm going to make one in both worlds. The only other development over here is, you can see I put those slabs up there above where these trees are growing. That's to prevent these super large oak trees from growing. They're just kind of a pain to farm those, so I want to prevent that, I guess. And in my grinding, I've collected lots and lots of cobblestone. I'm going to need it for this mob grinder. I will build the same design in both Java Edition and Bedrock Edition. I can guarantee you right now it's going to work a lot better in the Java Edition world. I'm going to build this thing at the bottom of the world. And this is something that doesn't really matter in Bedrock Edition because mob spawning doesn't work the same way. In Java Edition, it matters if you have spawning platforms low down in the world. The lower in the world they are, the more mobs you're going to get spawning more quickly. It doesn't work that way in Bedrock Edition, but I'm still going to build it in the same place in Bedrock Edition. I don't know, for whatever reason I want to have it low down in the world. So to make a platform starting from the bottom of the world, I'm going to make a special kind of cobblestone generator. Put a lava bucket here. And let that lava flow down until it hits the bottom of the world. It's too bad in Bedrock Edition I don't have Optify and I can't zoom in my view. But I think that's down to the bottom of the world. I think it's stopped falling. Stopped spreading down. So now I can place a water bucket. I can place a water source here. To be very careful of this. I don't want to destroy my lava source. That would be bad news. And that water should spread all the way down and make a column of cobblestone all the way to the bottom of the world. Now do the same thing over here. Okay. I'll cut out these sides and let the lava spread down on that side. That's good. Grab that lava. Put it back. Okay, now these columns should be... They should go all the way down to Y0. Might as well make use of coordinates while I'm at it. So since in Bedrock Edition it doesn't really matter, building this mob farm as low as possible doesn't make any difference in Bedrock Edition. Why am I doing it this way in Bedrock Edition? Well, to prove that it doesn't matter, for one thing, and also having it down this low, it's going to be out of sight, out of mind, so it's not going to be pretty to look at. Put it that way. And you won't have to look at it because it'll be below the floor of everything where you can't see it. I think that's good. I think I'll leave it there. So I'm not going to go all the way down to y=1. I'll stop at y=2. Now if you're wondering why I'm using solid blocks here, I use slabs everywhere else, why use full blocks here? Again, for this particular part, for the bottom of the mob grinder, where I'm going to be AFK, well, I can't really say AFK, but where I'm going to be sitting, killing the mobs that spawn and collecting drops from them, down at this level I could use slabs, but just for general rule of thumb, when I'm making any kind of mob farm, I do not want to use slabs, because in Bedrock Edition, slabs are transparent to light. But seeing as I am not using slabs down here, but full blocks on which mobs can spawn, I want to spam a lot of torches and make sure it's well lit up. Okay, so from here, 2 blocks out from the path down, I'm going to build out another 11 blocks. It's a 11 blocks, and now make a 2x2 here. That is where the pit trap that the mobs are going to fall down from is going to be. And I just need to build a platform around that. Okay, stairs up here, 3 levels, that seems good. This isn't strictly necessary to do, but just in case I make a mistake somewhere. I don't know. Yeah, that looks good. That's where I'll reach in and swing at the guys. Right in there. Now I just need to build up from here. 21 blocks from here, so I want to get up... I'm at Y7. I want to get up to Y28. I believe that would be right. The very base, I'm going to have full blocks all the way around, even the corners. That's just to prevent the possibility of mobs maybe phasing through the corners if it gets really crowded in there. I've seen something like that happen in a Java Edition version of this build. I don't think I've ever seen it happen in Bedrock Edition, but just to be on the safe side. Okay, there we go. Now let's avoid falling in that pit. I'll fill that in for now. I think that's a good idea. Now on each of these 4 sides, I want to build out 8 blocks. 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. And put a ledge on that side. Alright, it's an 8-block long channel, which I will put water in, and I'll do that on the other sides as well. Okay, that's done. I need to build up another block on these walls. They gotta be 2 blocks high. There. While I'm working here, I can get in and out that way. Alright, let's see. Now, traditionally, you might see a build like this where you make 4 spawning platforms on the 4 corners, and then put trapdoors along these channels that will fool the mobs into thinking they can pathfind across from one platform to the other, and they'll fall into the channel. The problem with that design is if you fill in this entire area as a spawning platform, mobs will spawn in the middle of it and they may not pathfind off of it because it's too far. So what I'm instead going to do is I'm going to make a bunch of smaller spawning platforms that are 3x3 with walls in between them. This reduces the spawning area for mobs, but it means when they do spawn in, if they decide to wander, they're much more likely to wander into the channel. So that should actually help the rates. I'll get mobs more frequently. Won't just hang up here taking up the mob cap. There. Foundation is all laid. Now I just need to build up all of the walls with one more block and put a roof over it. I will do a time lapse of this build, this very same build in Java Edition, and you might get a better image of how it's supposed to look there. When I build this in Java Edition, I can put just slabs over everything to, I can use bottom half slabs for the roof the entire way, and that not only spawn proofs the roof, but it also will block light. It doesn't block light in Bedrock Edition, so I need solid blocks for the roof. But then I need to either light the roof up very well so that nothing can spawn on the roof, or put additional slabs on top of the solid blocks on the roof to spawn proof them. I think I'll probably put slabs on top of the solid blocks. Well, it is dark on the roof, but I think I have it all slabbed over. Hope I didn't miss a spot. Can I still fit in here this way? Yep, good. Okay, trapdoors are laid down. Now I need water. I have to go get my bucket of water. The fact that nothing spawned up there while I was gone is a good indication. Okay. Well, since I only have one bucket, I can only bring one water source at a time, but now would be an opportunity to test whether I can use bone meal on cobblestone in Bedrock Edition. Nope. Nope, I cannot. Gotta go get another water source. Okay. Okay, water sources are laid down. I will break that open in a moment. Let me take out all the torches. And open the trapdoors. I'm always afraid I'll miss a torch somewhere, but I think I got it all. Oh wait, gotta open this pit up so that they'll fall down in there. There we go. Alright, that looks good. I think it's done. Alright. After a bunch of shenanigans up on the top level there to get a few last resources. Look at that. I have guys spawning down here. You don't particularly need the torches in here anymore. And now they're hurt enough so that I can kill them in one punch. Pretty cool. And a golden chest plate for what it's worth. Not great, but it's something. So this farm works, this mob grinder works okay in Bedrock Edition. It's not great, but it will do. It will suffice to get me a few things that I need that I'm not going to be able to get otherwise. As you can see, I'm not getting a huge amount of mobs dropping down, but they do come down eventually. One issue is that if there's any spiders spawning up there, they can block up the works and prevent things from falling down, but I do kind of need the drops from spiders, even if it was potentially possible to spawn-proof those platforms and mob grinders against spiders. It really isn't, though. It really isn't practical to spawn-proof it anyway, especially not in Bedrock Edition. You're just going to require some patience. Now, if this build didn't make a heck of a lot of sense, it might make more sense when I do the same thing in Java Edition in a time-lapse. there is absolutely no comparison in the mob rates that I'm getting in the Java edition as opposed to Bedrock edition. It is not even close. It's not even funny how crazy the amount of drops I'm getting. And they're coming down faster than I can deal with sorting out all the stuff I'm getting from them. Some rotten flesh. I got some redstone dust, which is going to be useful. Got a couple more of that, and I can do something really special with it. Iron ingots. I got carrots and potatoes now. More than a stack of bone blocks. Look at all this gunpowder. Where's the rotten flesh? Here. And they just keep coming. You can see how many levels I have of experience from just killing these mobs. There's so many drop down there now, I think they're taking cramming damage. They're just overcrowded with mobs in there. So I think I can call that successful. And obviously I collected enough string to make wool to make a bed. And I have a bed in both worlds. I've been able to sleep. No more trouble with phantoms. Awesome. So if you made it this far in this video, you must have liked what you saw, so click on the like button. And if you want to see more videos like this, subscribe to my channel. Next time in Skyblock, well, I haven't explored all of the islands out there, and I think I want to do that. And maybe, if I can get my hands on a little bit of redstone, I can do something special with that. On Aman Chooses Minecraft, Java vs. Bedrock.